News 46 is brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community. News is also brought to you by Golden Casino Group, where you'll always find great fun, good food, and fantastic entertainment, all at Gold Town, Lakeside, and the Pahrump Nugget. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight on News 46, local veterans have their voices heard at a meeting. A fundraiser will be held at Who's Dunes, and Kids for Vets speak to the county commissioners. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Thursday, June 18th, 2015. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. A town hall meeting was held yesterday in the gym at Pahrump Valley High School.
Today is one of our normally scheduled town hall meetings at all the different sites. Today we came here to talk to the veterans, hear their concerns and what their needs are. The main issues that came up today, three main issues. The number one issue has been, of course, the clinic. Obviously, the veterans in Pahrump have waited really far too long for the clinic they deserve. And they were told clearly that we've been informed in August the clinic would be announced essentially, and then the construction would get started. It should be done in 18 months or so. So that was the main issue, is where's the clinic and the issues of clinic and how long it'll take to build, etc. That was number one. Second concern that was a lot of folks raised is issues related to benefits, how benefits can be coordinated. So that was an important issue, and we had the benefits office folks here working with veterans to address their specific issues. The third issue has been concerns regarding the non-VA healthcare system. That is when we send veterans into the community, which is now called the Choice Program. And many veterans had questions about sending care outside into the community and how that is coordinated with the VA. So those were the three main issues that were a focus for the veterans, and hopefully we attempted our best to answer those questions. We're going to have a brand new, almost 10,000 square foot clinic in Pahrump, hopefully very near future in the next 18 to 24 months, so that's great news. They appreciated what the staff do, and they appreciated some of the limitations of working, obviously, within a big bureaucracy, but they thanked everyone here for coming out. But the veterans were very supportive and strong, and as you can tell, a huge number of veterans came for this event. I think by and large our draw is going to be significantly from the Pahrump community, I think mass majority, but I think now, the veterans farther out are likely to drive down into this area. I think we're also going to draw veterans from across the border in California, because this really becomes their closest primary clinic. So I think you're ending up drawing that. It is potential for some veterans in Las Vegas that may be closer to come this way than heading out to clinics to come here. But I think our draw is going to be mostly right in the greater Pahrump area. First of all, the first thing is to call the main medical center at 702-791-9000. And then be connected to the operator, then we can answer their basic questions. Now also in Pahrump, if a veteran wants to come in, they can walk in any day of the week in Pahrump and be able to talk to a staff person during the normal working hours to get more information in Pahrump.
A nonprofit group called Kids for Vets spoke to the Nye County Commissioners at their meeting to discuss gathering contributions to donate engraved bricks that can be installed in a reserved area at the Pahrump Valley Veterans Memorial in the Chief Tacoma Cemetery on East Street.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to accept the area that has been shown on the map. I don't know if you guys all have the map.
Yep.
Which is in front of the donation wall.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Do you want to talk beyond the sale?
There you go.
There you go. That's a smart man
Someone
right
who
there.
gets it.
The only question I have, and Pam, you may have to help me with this, is I want to know if there's any additional hours that have to be put in with the with staff to help them do any of this work, like placing those items, or is it going to be all done by people donating their time?
I'm sure that the staff will want to be part of that to make sure it's done properly and that, that it would not be done in a manner that would cause it to not have endurance. You know what I mean? Sustainability. So it wouldn't be, you know, it would be part of their normal duties at the
Okay,
cemetery.
so there'll be no additional expense?
Right.
Okay, so I wanted to...
I have a motion and a second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. It passes 4-0.
The man suspected of killing 9 people last night at a historic African-American church in Charleston, South Carolina, was arrested this morning about 245 miles away in Shelby, North Carolina. 21-year-old Dylan Roth of Lexington, South Carolina, was taken into custody without incident during a traffic stop. Roth was armed with a gun when he was arrested. The slayings took place inside the historic Emmanuel African Methodist Episcopal Church near the heart of Charleston's tourist district. 6 women and 3 men were killed, including the church's politically active pastor, who is also a senator. The suspect attended the Bible study for an hour before the shooting started and reloaded his gun 5 times. Witnesses say he shouted racial slurs to the congregation during the horrific slaying of churchgoers. Roth had an unlabeled pill bottle with a drug believed to treat opiate addiction with him when he was taken into custody. When we return, Nevada Public Auction.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community.
And here's Ron Chase with Nevada Public Auction.
This segment is sponsored by Nevada Public Auction.
Fantastic auction this weekend. This is one of our catalog sales where it's so it's a lot of higher end collectibles, coins, antiques, that kind of stuff. We sell everything in numerical order, and the sale is online too. So usually, like I said, it's the kind of sale that brings us some nicer merchandise in. The warehouse is just full of stuff. Coins, so much nice turquoise, silver jewelry, antiques, really nice fire engine pedal car, some other like kids toys like that. Just tons and tons of stuff this weekend.
Seems like there's some nostalgic items as well. One of the things that really stands out is, of course, those RC planes and some items that will kind of remind you of when you were a kid.
There is a lot of antiques this auction for sure. A lot of that old, call it old Americana stuff, like I said, like the kids' toys, like the little wooden rocker that's an airplane, the RC airplanes, all these oil lamps, or some vintage tools, some old Coca-Cola stuff. So yeah, a lot of like old Americana stuff this auction for sure.
Tell me about these military items.
Lots of ammo cases. There's like a dummy shell back there. Several different sizes of ammo cases. Just really a lot of stuff this weekend.
How can people preview?
Preview is all day Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Again, there are some pictures on our website. That's auctionnv.com. But the complete catalog is also available. Again, a link from our website.
And you're located on Margaret Street?
That is correct. We're 800 Margaret Street. It's 1 street past the hospital, just off Highway 372. And the phone number here is 751-4867.
If people would like to have you sell their items, how do they do
Absolutely.
that?
Give us a call here. Again, the number is 751-4867. We do entire estates, one single piece, business liquidations, charity fundraisers, union auctioneer. Give us a call. We'll be happy to help.
10 a.m. is when the auction starts, but you open a little bit earlier.
That is correct. Auction starts 10 a.m. on Saturday. We open our doors at 9 a.m. Come on down for some preview. Again, there's so much stuff in the building, so much jewelry, coins, collectibles that you want to kind of touch it and feel it. You need to come down early for preview for sure.
This segment is sponsored by Nevada Public Auction.
The U.S. Treasury Secretary said a woman will be featured on a redesigned $10 bill in 2020, the 100th anniversary of the Constitution's 19th Amendment, which gave women the right to vote. The decision on who will the woman be won't be made for several months. The last woman on U.S. paper currency was Martha Washington, who was on the $1 silver certificate between 1891 and 1896. The U.S. Treasury will make the final decision, but is asking for the public for help. The department will launch a website and is asking for input over social media with the hashtag #TheNew10. What's their criteria? U.S. currency typically underscores the theme of American democracy. The portrait must also, by law, be someone who is no longer living. Hamilton, who was the nation's first Treasury Secretary, has been on the $10 bill since 1929. He replaced Andrew Jackson, who was the 7th president. Jackson moved to the $20 bill, where he remains today. A special fundraiser will be held at Who's Dunes on Saturday night.
I have 23 people signed up to auction themselves off for a 2-hour date. It's all for fun. And the person that is the highest bidder and the auction, they decide what they're going to do for the 2 hours. Doesn't matter when or where, they'll figure that out. But it's all going to charity, Special Olympics.
So this is going to be at Who's Dune on Highway 372?
Yes, it is. 372 in Linda.
What time?
At 7 o'clock Saturday night, this Saturday, the 20th.
Tell me who you have up for auction. Do you have any people we'd recognize?
Police officers, we have bartenders, we have all ages, anywhere from 25 to 75, pretty much, maybe even 80. And it's all going to be for fun, and everybody's looking forward to it, and we hope everybody can come down and auction for the people. All the money goes to Special Olympics right here in Pahrump. Jim Soltz is the representative out here. He's the coach, and he assured me that all the money is going to go to the kids and young adults that are interested and involved in it out here in Pahrump.
So this is the beginning of what Who's Dunes is going to be doing a lot of activities.
We're going to do a lot of this, yes.
So for more information on Who's Dunes, how can they contact you?
They can call me at, the business number is 751-1310.
And where are you guys located?
372. And Linda, it's right there next to the Horizon Market. And you can't miss us. We're right next to it. There's nothing else out there.
So it's going to be a lot of fun on Saturday night to all go for a good cause.
Yeah, and it's going to be for a great cause. That Jim's going to be out there to accept the money, and every single penny goes to the Special Olympics. So Who's Dunes is not collecting a dime. We're doing it all for fun.
So bring your cash and come on down.
Yeah, come on down.
Get yourself a date.
Yeah. And I've even had some people say, well, if it's an elderly woman that gets me as the bidder gentleman, I'll go over and do 2 hours worth of lawn work or anything. You know, it just whatever they want to do. Exactly. So it's going to be fun.
The Supreme Court ruled today that Texas is allowed to reject a license plate design that featured a Confederate battle flag. In a 5-4 decision, the court held that the license plate designs are government, not private speech, and that the government is allowed to discriminate based upon content when it speaks. At issue was a license plate design submitted by a group called the Sons of Confederate Veterans, or SCV, and prominently featured the controversial Confederate battle flag. It argued that when the state rejected the decision, it had violated the group's free speech rights. The decision is likely to affect specialty license plate programs in other states, including a circuit court split concerning Choose Life plates, which addresses the issue of abortion. After this break, we'll have your news across Nevada and great computer deals.